Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Dan Diesel from Ohio is on Fire comes in as guest co-host this week. Triple P sticks around from Raider Up, and we grill Ransom Carr about comedy and pumpkin spice. If you enjoy the show, like and follow The Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
Hello. A little bit of radio silence to start the show right before the intro, because that's it's I love it. I love when things go screwy.
We were just talking about getting distracted when cooking your fried turkey.
Exactly, yeah. And this radio show is much like frying a turkey.
I was just scared to threaten my life if I wasn't quiet. So,
well, yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Life Radio Show.
All right.
Again, we made it another week without being canceled or fired. I'm your host,
You
Don
got to
Smith.
try harder this time.
Yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet, Pat. You thought we were fisting turkeys on your show. My guest co-host for the week, playing with his microphone, the lovely Dan Super Diesel.
Hey-o! I've always wanted to be a co-host on your show. I've been on here in the past as just a regular old guest. But now I'm going to be the greatest co-host ever. You watch.
Oh,
They
yeah.
grab me on.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. I knew it was between you and Holly Shock to be the greatest co-host
Well,
ever.
I'm going to try. I'm going to surpass Holly Shock.
All right.
Sorry, Holly.
That's good. If you've ever met Holly, that's going to be hard to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to do. It's going to require a shorter skirt for starters.
Okay.
And back in as a guest. I think last time you were a guest co-host,
I
weren't you?
was.
Yeah,
and I don't like that my name wasn't mentioned in top runner-up for top guest co-host ever. And also, I feel like a lesser of a person because Dan said just a regular old guest. And
Yeah,
you went to
yeah.
Ransom.
That's it.
Just a regular old
Just we're
guest.
going to our regular old guest.
That's all right.
So
I love
it's,
you guys.
It's good to have you back, and
All
you
right.
brought your pumpkin spice,
Of
which
course,
is
I would
which is
always bring
which
that.
is a staple
It's
in
the best.
in
I'm
the
taking a
world of
drink
Ransom
every once
Carr.
in a while.
Yes.
Stone
You
Cold
get-
had, Steve Weiser's. I have Sissy
Yeah,
coffee,
pumpkin
spice. Hey, you don't have to say it like that.
I think it's a requirement, actually.
No, it's not.
Pumpkin spice.
You know what
even Pat
the
knows
lady at
it's
Starbucks
pumpkin
said,
spice.
I said, listen, I just got to ask this for my own well-being at this point because I'm getting picked on. How many men order pumpkin spice?
A
And
lot,
she,
I
without
would
smiling,
say,
she said,
yeah.
a lot of guys.
Yes, a lot of gay men drink.
A
A
lot
of men
of
drink.
men in denial. Okay, that's what it is. They don't want to admit it.
Yeah, that's.
I started getting to the point where every time I'd order it, I go, can I just get a large coffee with a shot of pumpkin spice?
What I want to know is, are people more offended that men drink pumpkin spice or that the cups are red? I don't know. Because people got upset over that a few years ago. And
Well, he's decked his cups with boughs of holly.
Yeah, it's
well,
the holiday.
yeah,
Why are you going to be
yeah.
upset about that?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it's.
that's pity. Yeah, well.
Yeah. I'm not offended by you drinking pumpkin spice.
That's good. You actually like it because
yeah.
you make fun of me hardcore.
Exactly.
I was in Home Depot the other day and I ran into Don and I didn't even know it was him. He just yelled out, pumpkin spice!
Yeah.
And spun me around. I got all excited
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
false
yeah,
alarm.
yeah.
I'm like, what a jerk.
Yeah, I shouldn't tease you with
No,
that.
that's awful.
About that, yes, but with that, no.
Yeah, no, that's...
Because that like I said, get you all excited. You pee on the rug. And
Yeah, I'm like a bad dog. It's awful. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm excited. Got a big show coming up at
You do.
the great Wiley's Comedy Club this
Yeah.
weekend, so I'm pretty stoked for that.
Yeah, the return of Cry for Help.
It's
comedy
been a while.
tour. Yeah, it has. It has.
I'm trying to think like it's May.
Yeah, it was in May when.
When Dale lost his
when-
leg,
when
and we
Dale,
lost. We lost a show. So
Yeah. Yeah.
now that Dale was able to keep the other leg, you're like, hey, let's have another show.
Right.
Give you
We're
guys a
going to keep
try.
having this show
Yeah.
until he's got no leg
Yeah.
to stand on.
And honestly, there for a while we were worried he might lose the other leg, and we didn't
Oh,
know we were
really?
gonna have
I
a
didn't
show.
know that.
So I talked to
Yeah.
the doctor, slipped him $5, and they kept the other leg. So we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Don't
Well,
change your mind.
we were actually discussing that at the time, is that what he needs is Gary Henry to carry him around on the
Set
other
him
arm.
on the stage. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so Gary would have both. He'd have Wendy on one arm and Dale on the other.
Yeah. I don't want somebody to replace me as Dale's carrier, though. That's the thing. Like,
oh, well, yeah, you
Dan
have
Dean
been
already
carrying
kinda-
him for
yeah.
years on those shows.
no. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
Yep.
That's not.
Yep.
He's
You
gonna
heard
take that
him,
other
Dale.
leg.
You heard him.
He's gonna take that other leg and shove it right up my, you know what? So let's not say things.
Yeah, I heard about Dale losing his leg. So what exactly happened to him that caused him to lose his leg?
Well, have you seen the movie Saw?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I tried to play
It
an
was
awful joke.
it was a tiger attack. It was a
Okay.
tiger attack during a comedy show.
Okay.
Yes.
It was-
Yeah, no, we didn't even see the
That happens
tiger
all the
there.
time.
I didn't think he'd even be offended, but that tiger
Yeah.
just did not like
Yeah.
lion jokes. And
well, yeah, that's what it was. Well, somebody made the joke about Siegfried and Roy, and it put him
and
right
it
over
just
the
was-
edge.
Yeah, a couple beers on that tiger, and that was it.
Yes, tiger.
Yeah,
I forgot to mention Patrick is stuck around from what was it, Triple P? Is that what you called you?
Yeah.
Okay. From Raider Up. So yeah. I didn't want to leave you sitting over there without a proper introduction.
It's all right.
if you drink a lot of pumpkin spice, you'll have a triple P.
That's true. Well, a lot of any
That's
coffee,
good.
really.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
In orange.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, it's a quadruple P because you have 3 peas and a pumpkin.
Okay.
You're like two peas in a pod.
Or that too. 2 peas and a pumpkin.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Triple P.
This show always goes to
Somewhere.
some crazy
It goes somewhere. Yeah.
place.
See, I actually can't make fun of you too much about pumpkin spice because every now and then I'll have a caramel macchiato and
Well, you
pumpkin
sissy.
spice.
What a
Pumpkin
sissy.
spice is only like
Step
two
above.
step downs.
Correct. Above.
Two steps down.
Mine's seasonal, you sissy.
Seasonal.
Mine's
Sorry.
seasonal. How dare you?
So you're saying you only get it once a year is what you're trying to.
Well, I mean, I get several times once a year.
Oh, okay. So it's one
Once a year.
specific.
One time a year, my
Yeah.
kidneys want to shut down from too much pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, it's about what I'm going through. It's almost over though. Now it's almost on to eggnog.
Oh, you're
Big
a
eggnog
you're
guy,
a nog.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, you're a
You can't
nogger.
just have the cheap crap either.
So,
you gotta have the good stuff.
Kroger's has eggnog ice cream if you want to check it out.
I've tried
Eggnog
it.
ice cream.
It's okay. It's not quite the same.
Yeah.
I think it's the
Do
actual.
they have pumpkin
Yeah.
spice ice cream? Is that?
I love
Is that
I
a
don't
thing
think
yet?
so.
No, it's bound to happen. I've had pumpkin beer. That's pretty tasty.
And they have pumpkin pie ice cream, but not pumpkin spice ice cream. Not that I know of.
That's pretty
Yeah.
close to the same.
I haven't
thing.
Yeah, that's pretty not far off.
Yeah, I like pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie rocks.
Pumpkin anything is pretty good with me. So it's
Yeah.
an American tradition. I've made it that. So
Okay, well, according to Rance.
yeah.
And you're wearing an Eagles shirt, so I can't argue.
Let's not go there. You know, they're just not. It's not. Really
They,
been
they're
their
not.
thing.
Well, what do they call it? It's a Super Bowl hangover. That's what,
It's-
isn't that
it's
what
a
they call
hangover for
that?
me
It's
every
just
Sunday.
They
yeah,
got
that's
6
pretty
games
much.
left. They can win 6 straight games and still make it. You got
Correction.
You got to be better.
They have the
fan than that.
Rams in those 6 games, so
Oh,
let's
all
say
right,
they'll
all
they'll
right.
win 5 games, and even then's going to be tough. So
Oh, man.
the only hangovers for me every weekend, even when they don't play, I'm hungover because they just are so bad. And all the hype this year, I was just so
Oh, yeah.
excited, and they are so bad.
That's what happened. It was all the hype. You got excited, and
Actually,
you
they
ruined it for all of us.
They were getting they're getting their tips from the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't think they're that bad.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Well, I really haven't been paying attention this year.
I actually
you
was
know.
talking to Nick Taylor over the weekend, who's also on the show this
Right,
weekend. And he was like, "Man, your Eagles." I said, "Buddy," I said, "You have no
Yeah,
idea."
Those aren't mine.
Yeah, I don't even want to claim them. I still wear their stuff for some reason, but I literally, that Dallas loss that I had 2 weeks ago was probably, I haven't felt like that since junior high. You know, and I have friends that are Dallas Cowboy fans that just will never let me hear the end of it, and I went to work angry. My wife's like, "You got to let it go." I said,
Yeah, I
can't."
have to take issue with something you just said, that you have friends that are Dallas
Trust
Cowboy
me,
fans.
I don't call them friends; they call me a friend.
Oh, okay. So you have acquaintances
Yes.
that mistakenly think that
Yeah,
you're
during
they're
football
your friends.
season, all bets
Okay.
are off. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
have to talk to
absolutely.
him. Actually,
absolutely.
I egged his car, and he. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's football season. I'm an Eagles fan. Why else would I
Yeah.
bring you on this show?
Exactly. That's right. Well, I mean,
For
we're-
the pumpkin spice.
we're getting to the
actually,
point of
yeah.
the season. It's almost too late to have me on.
Yeah, that's
so.
true. That's true.
That's what they always get that bad rap of like they booed Santa Claus off the field. Do you remember that? Like back
Yes,
in the
yes.
70s, 80s, somewhere around that ballpark.
Yeah, I remember that.
And everybody's always like they're how awful can you be? That was mine. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
They're like
your stomach growling.
Yes,
that's that pumpkin spice.
That's that pumpkin spice hitting me the wrong way.
You're gonna be blowing up the bathroom here.
Yeah, we might have to take a break early tonight.
But they always said, what kind of fans boo Santa Claus off the field? And I said the fans that know Santa Claus is a Dallas fan.
Yeah, that's
boo him off
true.
the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you're gonna do.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's.
That's all I have to say about that.
Just Dallas fans in general. What else is new? What else is new? You got who all is going to be on the shows this weekend? Do you have the whole list?
I got the list, buddy.
You got the whole list.
So it's
lay
it
on us.
3 shows, 2 nights. Okay, the first 2 shows we're going to have Amy Dolph. She's going to be hosting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am so glad she's back into comedy.
So am I. Like I kind of was worried she wasn't going to there for a while. And
I miss Rocky's Pizza, but I'm glad she's back in comedy.
Yeah, I think it's a fair trade to get her back in comedy. So I know you're a pizza guy, and I don't know.
Well,
if you would call it a fair trade,
I didn't get to go to Rocky's as often as I wanted, but that was fantastic pizza.
Amy, number one, is just an awesome person.
Absolutely,
like, she let me actually film at her restaurant and everything else. Like always good to the comedians, so you can't go wrong there. They had one of the coolest open mics I'd ever did there for a long time. And it was weird too, because it was on a Monday night and you'd go there and all of a sudden you'd see like Rob Haney there and some other guys that are like literally coming home from the weekend. I'm like, why are they here? And they're like, oh, they ain't got nowhere else to be. So they're just practicing new stuff. And Haney be doing stuff he did on Bob and Tom. And it was so cool. I'm like, this is wild. So it's sad to see that go away, but very cool to see her.
Yeah, it was a big bummer because I went to a lot of those shows and I did 4 shows from Rockies as well. And, it was really unfortunate. Actually, I talked to Adrian Miller about this. I had her on my show 3 weeks ago. Now that a place like Rockies is gone, where do other people go? Like, where do other people go to practice their stuff?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? Where can people go now to practice their stand-up comedy stuff? Now we no longer have a Rockies.
There's a Hookah Bazaar every Thursday.
I haven't done that
Hannah's.
I heard
Hannah's on Mondays.
Which Hannah's sounds like a good one for me because Nick was telling me it starts at 7, it's over by 8. I can be home by 8:30.
Yeah, and nobody's there to not laugh at you.
Yeah, and that's what I need. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Wiley's Sunday Comics is always. Have you done Wiley's Sunday Comics?
I've been to shows.
Dan, I have never seen you on stage, and that is something that I have an empty spot in my life because of that.
Well, I do want to do it eventually. So fingers crossed. I've been to like 2 shows because I was curious what it was like, and they are awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely,
and I want to do
great rooms in there.
I will do one soon. That's on my bucket list, buddy.
All right,
I will do one.
I want to see you up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's nothing better than doing it at a comedy club.
Oh yeah, well, Sunday Comics gets great audiences in there.
It's crazy. It's like always packed.
I went up Sundays, first time I went up in a few weeks, and I went up and I had an entirely brand new set that was potentially offensive. I started off with the Confederate flag, and the rest of my set was religion. I walked in. Dwight McCormick was one of the comics on the show, who's a preacher. I don't know if you don't know Dwight McCormick. Absolutely hilarious guy. He actually won Wiley's comedy fireworks competition this year.
Yeah, he's
very good, very good comic. Really good guy too. Just all around great dude. But here I am. I'm about to go up and chew on religion for 5-6 minutes, and first person I see on the list is Dwight McCormick. It's like, oh yeah, he's going to love that. But I went up and
he actually does though, because he'll come back and like I had a religion joke. Not to interrupt you, but I had a religion joke one time, and he was able to kind of correct me and say like, hey, do it like this because it's not quite accurate. Because I'm not a big religious guy. Right. I mean, we don't need to get into all that, but so he actually likes that kind of stuff. Cause
he seemed to enjoy it, but I mean, a lot of the crowd was actually on my side, which surprised me because I thought this could go bad.
Right.
Now I did have a couple of ladies tell me that they were going to pray for me, which
that's a win, buddy.
I thought it was. It's like awesome. They laughed. And they're going to pray for me.
Yeah, now you got prayer on your side.
Yeah, exactly. It was a fantastic show. But no, it was a great show. And Wiley's Sunday Comics audiences are almost always fantastic. Yeah. We get the odd crap sandwich,
show, which are usually the shows I'm a part of. For some reason, they never laugh.
I've noticed that when you're up there, and it's weird. It's weird that you keep going up. Actually,
yeah, it's weird that you stay up there for 20 minutes and then you don't get any laughs.
Right? It's crazy. It's
It's even weirder that the comedy club continues to book me.
I mean, God bless you for it.
There's women are praying for me, and it seems to be working. So.
And that's all that matters.
I will say there are some comedians who will. That's legitimately part of their act. Is they will be as serious as possible when they're reading their jokes.
Oh yeah. That's you got to do some of it straight faced.
But you should still,
because you don't want to laugh at you. Yeah, somewhere. The audience should be laughing.
Yeah,
you don't want the audience sitting there straight faced through your whole show. See, if you do, that's part of your shtick. If you laugh at your own jokes all the time, you're.
Is that frowned upon, Don?
A little bit. I mean, every now and then, because I've been on stage and said something off the cuff that kind of threw me, and I had to laugh because it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But
if I'm ever talking to audience or something like that, crowd work, and they hit me with something, it's sometimes there's nothing you can do but laugh,
Yeah.
But yeah.
You don't want to tell your own jokes and just laugh at it. Get it? Ha ha! That's
when you're up there and you go, listen, the joke is this.
Now you'll see that on Sunday comics from time to time. You'll see a lot of plungers every now and then. You'll see,
But you get the occasional guys that are really good too that go in there and they're practicing their stuff and
Like I said, I was up last Sunday. No.
So you're the plunger guy.
Right. I'm the plunger guy that never gets a laugh.
No, I've seen you. You're funny. Actually, Dale was just talking about when you did which dead comic did you do? You shaved the beard off.
That was last year. I was completely bald-faced last year because I did I kept the sideburns.
Yeah.
Because I was John Belushi.
That's right.
And I didn't tell any jokes. I just did his version of Joe Cocker, Little Help from My Friends.
Yeah, Dale actually was bragging. I didn't get to see it, but I heard it was awesome.
I still have this scar right here on my elbow from rolling off of Wiley's stage.
Oh, really?
Because it was
man, you really went out.
If you've ever seen, first, have you ever seen Joe Cocker perform, and then you see John Belushi do that same performance? He does that, and he will roll around on stage. Well, I got there. And I'm right at the end of the song, and I'm rolling around. I'm right at the edge of the stage, and it's like, you got to go for it. So I right off the side of the stage.
Oh, my God, that's great.
So, it was, you have to go all in on something like that. Did they never film that?
I thought that was, filmed or something.
I don't know whatever happened to it.
I would like to see that.
I'm not entirely upset it's not out there in the world.
Yeah.
Don, you should be able to sue yourself because you got hurt on your stage.
That's true.
So you should be your own lawyer and give yourself $20,000 for your troubles. An additional $50,000 for personal distress.
Well, I will sue the LLC.
Yes.
That way they can't take any of my personal belonging, or I can't take it, and then the club stuff will just become mine. I'll own that plate.
Well, and Diesel's clearly your advisor, so he gets something out of this.
You gotta get 10% royalty.
Yeah.
That's my idea, dang it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. He's an idea man.
I should get some extra pumpkin spice out of the deal at least.
Oh, yeah.
And some stage time.
You get all the pumpkin spice you want,
Thanks,
sweetheart.
Appreciate that. Thanks, sweetie.
Hey, no problem. I think we're going to hit the comedy rundown, and we're going to play a little... What did I have up? Potter's Field, Little Potter's Field. He's actually, Don Potter is back with his original band, Destercore. They're working on some new stuff. But I'm going to play a Little Potter's Field. It'll be hindsight hell as soon as I get ready to play it.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them? You've been on my show before?
That was a joke.
Oh, I don't recognize those from you.
And once again, I got no laughs.
Here's this week's Comedy Rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tonight, Tuesday, November 20th, open mic at Peach's Grill at 104 Xenia Avenue in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 8 p.m. Also, Story Slam Dayton is going to be at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street. I believe that started half an hour ago. Sorry you missed it. Wednesday, November 21st, open mic at the Buckeye Sports Lodge at 126 West High Street in Springfield. That show starts at 7:30. Also an open mic at South Park Tavern. Dan, if you ever wondered where to go practice your comedy. There's open mic at South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. And Jake Iannarino, I guess I got that correct. Yeah. I don't know. Is at Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Thursday, November 22nd, open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. Also on Thursday, open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road in Dayton. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups if you want some stage time are at 9:30. Friday and Saturday, November 23rd and 24th, Dale Blumquist and his triumphant return with the Cry for Help comedy tour with Ranson Carr and many others. They return to Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. There's a show on Friday at 8 o'clock, and Saturday shows are 7:15 and 9:30. I should know that better. I shouldn't have to think about it that hard. Friday through Sunday, November 23rd through the 25th, TK Kirkland is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green with a very funny Tyrone Hawkins, who actually spent, I believe, the past 2 weeks he was performing at Wiley's, first with Super Dope Comedy Show, and then with or Comedy Festival, and then with Ray Jackson and the Top Secret Show Saturday night, which was a lot of fun, and a full house in there for that one. Sunday, November 25th, there's apparently a new open mic at Mila's Suburban Cafe at 606 Taywood Road in Englewood. Sign-ups for that start at 3 p.m. You call 937-832-2200, and that show starts at 7 p.m. This has been going on for a couple weeks now, but I don't know if anybody... I don't know who's gone up and checked it out, so I'll have to see. There's no Wiley Sunday Comics this weekend, this Sunday. There's no Comics Hang this Sunday. I'm taking a break. So is everybody else.
Good for you, Don.
That is it. As always, check out Wiley'sComedy.com, DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to show some love on Monday nights to the open mic at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton. So we're going to take a little break, play some Potter's Field, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
music scene is on fire. And nobody knows that better than Dan Diesel. Get your fix of music fresh out of the Buckeye State every week with Ohio is on Fire. Fridays at 1 p.m. Brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
Now, you've been staring over that edge for hours. And people die down there. And dying when you're not really sick is really sick, you know? Really.
It is. All right, we are back on the Life Radio Show. What are you doing? Can I help you with something? No. We have an intruder. Get him! I'm just kidding.
He's in. I know how I came in. Intruder window.
Intruder window? Yeah. It's open mic night here on the Life Radio Show.
Yeah, apparently.
We are back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. That was DJ Zuko stopping by to say hi. We're still sitting in here with my my guest co-host, the beautiful Dan Diesel.
Yes, and just now, for the first time ever, I heard Mike Shea's version of his promo for my show. I'll have to talk to him. It's kind of on the wonky side. He's great. He's a great guy, but I think he missed the mark.
No, he's a little wonky too. It's okay.
Well, that's true. So I'll have to speak with him in private.
Yeah,
because I make my own stuff, and I think it's better than what I just heard. So there you go. Anyway,
and we're also back with our plain old guest.
Yeah, just regular old guest.
The pumpkin spicy Ranson Carr.
I prefer pumpkin spice king.
Pumpkin spice king.
Yes, king.
King.
K, yes.
I got a little
my
confused.
Last name, Carr with a K.
Pumpkin spice king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not confused that.
Pumpkin spice king of the world.
Patrick, Triple P is still sitting in with us.
Yes. I haven't had one of those.
Yeah,
yet.
haven't even had one. He's amazing self-control, actually.
I did have one during my show, though, so I guess that counts.
I thought this chair felt a little wet, actually. Depends.
At least I'm not blowing a bat.
That is true. That is,
depends. Good one.
Yeah. Thank you. See,
that's good.
See, sometimes they don't laugh at me either, Rance. So they're in good company. Speaking of not laughing, we were talking a little bit about the chapter.
Yes,
and
love that place.
Yeah,
I just wish somebody would bring it back. I even tried to talk to Dale. He's like, "Hey, man, how am I going to get there?" And I'm like, "I'll pick you up. I'll take you there. Whatever."
Exactly. Yeah.
I just want to do it. That's a good place.
Cool gesture.
It was.
Yes.
Well, he actually went in and talked to him. They said, "Sorry, you ain't got a leg to stand on."
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just inappropriate.
That is. Dale would have laughed.
I wish I would have said it.
As he was, stabbing me with a spoon or something, he would have laughed.
Yeah. Here's my favorite.
Maniacally.
Dale was calling me the other day asking me, like, he had some new jokes and he was bouncing them off of me. And he was like, what do you think? He's like, I just worry that somebody might think that, like, it's like their joke or something. I said, Dale, you're missing your leg.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's about you. Like, I wouldn't worry too much about
there aren't
that.
a lot of other comics locally.
It's
that
not
are
like you
missing
sold
a leg.
out to be a better comic.
Yep.
You just, Yeah.
Yeah.
And I find myself often, like, when I'm talking to him, I'm like, dude, this is what's so awesome about you losing your leg. You got great jokes.
Right.
And he's like, awesome about losing my leg.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean it's like
you gotta
really
look
awesome.
on the bright side.
Yeah, you just gotta think about all the material you just got for nothing. Like, I think about cutting my finger off all the time because of all the jokes I would get with it. Then I think about, like, that's stupid.
Right. Have you ever seen Ryan Niemiller's set?
No.
Brilliant.
He lost a finger?
No, he has the birth defect with this.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Hilarious. I saw him. He was at Wiley's a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's a very funny guy. I know you're
hilarious. Yeah. So sometimes you have to look on the bright side and try to use that.
Maybe
to your
I'll
advantage.
stab my eyes out or something. Do blind
I have
jokes.
a pen.
Let's do it now.
I knew you guys would do this.
Yes,
I knew.
me and Don will
See,
hold
well,
you.
you can count on us.
Yes.
That's
I
what
appreciate
friends
it.
are for.
You guys are good guys.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
We want to see you live your dreams, whether you can see it or not.
Yeah, that's nice. I'll feel it at least.
Well, yeah.
Blind
We weren't going to numb anything.
That'd be silly.
It takes away from the experience.
As long as I have my pumpkin spice.
Because from pain comes comedy.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true.
So,
That's a good tip I
we
got a long
numbed
time
it,
ago. The biggest pains in life make for the funniest jokes.
Yeah.
That's good advice I got a long time ago.
That's what I tell my son every time I spank him. I'm like, hey, this is going to be a great comedy bit for one of us, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't do stand-up yet because he's 10, but for me, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't really spank him.
Well, I knew for a long time I wanted to do comedy. That's why I got married and then divorced. and then remarried.
Yeah,
because
that's why you make bad decisions.
Right, exactly.
And that's why you have me on, because you're like, hey, bad decision, good comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Eagles. Yeah.
Enough with the Eagles stuff. Okay, everybody knows they stink. Okay,
bad marriage.
I'm an Eagles fan. I can, it's
you talking about Hotel California Eagles,
right? Yeah,
I figured you're a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I still want to see Dan on stage. That's a life goal at this point. That's all you are my bucket list, Dan.
All right. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, let's just put a show together at Wiley's. Me, you, Dan, throw another person on there.
Here's what I wanted to before I conquer. Before I conquer Wiley's, I do want to try the Spirited Goat and the Peaches. I mean, I want to try some stuff out because if you're going to be at Wiley's, you got to bring it. Those guys are really good. And I don't do that often, but it is but I will practice. And yeah, like I said, I don't know when it will be. Sometime in 2019, I'll give Wiley's a shot. So that'll be my goal.
Conquer it now.
Conquer it now.
When you go home, email WileySundayComics@gmail.com. You'll get the form, fill it out that you want a spot on one of the next two.
Absolutely. Well, I talked to what's her name?
Karen.
Karen. Yes, Karen. Because it was about 6 months ago, I was curious about it. I told her I wanted to see a few shows where I actually did it, so she gave me the form. So I got to see what it really looks like. And I told her I'll come to a show. I won't actually do a show. So I know what I need to do.
We have first timers up there, man.
Absolutely.
And we have some that are just absolutely terrible. So
you're right.
Not everybody brings their
I don't like
A
to
game.
suck, though. If I do something, I want to make sure there's quality behind it. I just like sucking.
And you know what? There's a lot of guys that aren't first timers that suck.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I can't even tell you the amount of times I've sucked.
Yeah. You know, those who can't do stand up buy a comedy club.
If you cut out the rest of this conversation, the context of what we're talking about.
Oh, the sucking part.
Yes, those who can't do suck.
I was just talking about Don and what he does.
You're just trying to get your digs in.
I got Eagles comments have been enough, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was afraid the pumpkin spice would put you right over the top.
No, that's kept
but
me
it's
mellow.
the Eagles stuff.
It's the Eagles stuff.
But I'm an Eagles fan, and I don't mean Glenn Fry and all those boys.
Okay,
I've been an Eagles fan for a long time.
Okay, since 2 weeks ago. When
real quickly, I'm ranting. Do you remember Greg's List at all? Because when we first met or we first communicated, well, actually, it was actually Travis. I forget, but that's how I booked you and Travis for a show that I did like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But do you remember Greg's List? What do you think about it?
I don't remember it, to be honest with you. It sounds like somewhere I would go to meet guys that like pumpkin spice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
hi,
Greg, do you like pumpkin spice? I do.
Absolutely. They have like men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
it still around?
I think it is still around, but I don't know if anyone uses it now. But back in 2010, Greg's List was the website. Everyone loved it for some reason. You can go and buy cars. You can go and
I think people stopped loving it when, all the murders started.
Well, the murders and the hooker pickups started happening on Greg's List.
Well, no, that was a good part.
Craig or Greg?
Craigslist.
Greg's List.
Greg,
yes. Who's Greg?
Are you sure it's not Craig?
I can't. Well, I guess I said it wrong. So it's Greg's List.
It's Craigslist. Yeah.
Yes, with a C.
I do remember Craigslist. Yes,
it's
still around. I've actually sold a few things on there, even my self-esteem.
I have a roommate vacancy listing on there right now.
So people still do use it for murder.
It's definitely not used as much as it.
I'm luring in my prey now.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth the spamming you get afterwards, because you get like 20 spams from the weirdest people ever after you send one email. They look
just from killing somebody on Craigslist.
Spamming, yes, but it is.
Wow, I guess that is the worst part of it.
Because I used to use Greg's List for some of my stuff, and literally, like, there'd be some person who would claim to be a woman. She said she was some hot woman from Cambodia, saying, "Hey, big guy, I'm lonely. If you send me $50, I'll send a picture of me doing my best stuff." And I obviously,
thank you. By the way, I put that $50 to good use.
It sounded tempting, but I figure it's probably an old guy that's behind that computer screen.
That's probably an old guy that wants his pumpkin spice and ransom.
It's probably an old guy behind that computer screen.
I would just stop using Greg's List and try Craigslist. You might have more.
Right.
I keep saying it wrong. So
Greg's List might be more dangerous. Like that's the
Dan. That might be
knows.
Greg from Greg's List portraying as that woman.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, Greg's List. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, there is.
It could be Keith Urban behind those messages. I don't know.
I felt
the country
really
singer.
Dumb for a while.
Yeah, the comedian guy, Keith Urban.
Keith Urban. See, we're incriminating everybody.
That's right. Everybody's going down with us.
Yeah, Patrick's now the Craigslist killer, apparently. Or was that Craigslist? I can't keep up with all these.
I felt so like out of it. Like I had no idea there was even a Greg's List. I wanted to go home and Google it. Like, this is amazing.
What? Yeah. Here, I'll Google it.
That's great, Dan.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell Dan doesn't go there anymore.
Right.
The site's been redirected. He's like, that site doesn't even work anymore. Yeah. When he said they used to use it for cars, they could sell cars on it, whatever. I'm like, wait a minute, are we talking Craig?
Right.
I know Craig well.
Yep. Yep. He brought you a lot of victims too,
yes,
right?
He's brought me a lot
absolutely.
Never mind.
Absolutely.
I'm researching it, and apparently it's a short drama film.
Greg's List?
Yeah, where a young heterosexual male's curiosity with gay dating sites quickly alters his life and sends him into a promiscuous downward spiral. Also
found on Craigslist.
Yeah. Is there really such thing as a promiscuous downward spiral?
No.
Yeah, because there's nothing downward spiraling about promiscuity.
There's a Craigslist.net, and it says in the meta description, no information is available for this site. Oh, it's full of cars and SUVs. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well,
awesome.
That's what Greg said.
The movie?
No, not the movie.
Okay.
Should we get on to some news stories?
Sure. Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay, I feel like we've gone down a rabbit's hole with the whole Craigslist thing.
Rabbit what?
You took the red pill.
Yeah. Oh,
the red pill.
I took them both just to see what happens. Authorities in Scotland said they rescued a man who fled up a cliff to escape a large colony of seals that became aggressive toward him. The Maritime and Coast Guard Agency said the man had been fishing along the beach in Greenstane near Eyemouth, because that's where, if you're going to get attacked by a colony of seals, there will be a green stain near Eyemouth. I don't even know what that means, but when he came across a colony of about 50 gray seals and their pups, the agency said the seals became agitated when they spotted the man, who apparently owed them $50, who fled up a cliff face to escape the aggressive animals. The man became stranded about 3/4 of the way up the cliff and used his cell phone to call for help.
Wait, he owed $50 to the seals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm assuming that's why they became aggressive.
Are these
it's
Navy
Scotland.
SEAls?
It's Scotland. It could be
aggressive mafia seals there.
The undercover CIA Navy attack on Scotland.
Yeah.
Yes. Near Eyemouth and Greenstane.
Yes. Eyemouth and Greenstane are also on Craigslist.
You got a phone call.
Yep, I have a phone call coming in, and that is exciting to me.
All right.
That is exciting to me.
Love these.
Yeah, because I put them right on the air, and I don't even care who they are. This is the Life Radio Show. You're on the air.
Yeah, I was calling about some pumpkin spice on the Greg's List ad that I saw.
Okay, well, I believe this is for you, Dan.
Okay.
Look no further, buddy. You found him.
Yep, you found him, buddy.
Okay, then, Mr. Dan, I got this green stain on my mouth. Is that from pumpkin spice too much, or?
I think I don't know. Maybe not pumpkin spice. Maybe it came from some type of what do they call it? That glaucoma, or not glaucoma, guacamole. I think that sounds like guacamole. Sounds like guacamole, sir. I think you had some. It sounds like you've had some nachos, and you should wipe off the guacamole on your mouth. Yeah, you don't get the green stuff from orange spice. At least that's what Branson tells me.
But do you get glaucoma from guacamole?
Yes,
yes, you
I
can.
do.
If you eat enough of it.
Just don't spill any in your cataract.
Oh no! All right. Okay.
Take care of that mohawk, buddy.
Thank you, America.
America. All right.
America.
Well, bless you too. America blesses you too, sir.
Okay. All right.
All right. Good luck with your green stain. All right. That's always fun taking a call from concerned listeners.
That guy sounds like he would have a mohawk. You know,
he does sound like one of the Mohawkians.
Yeah,
probably neck tattoos too.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I poked fun at Keith moments ago. I wonder if that was Keith or was that some other. Who do you think that was?
I wouldn't say. I don't know. Well, he didn't. But I bet it rhymes with like Scotty.
Oh, okay.
It may.
Shoddy Scotty.
It may. It may's not.
Yeah.
That's
Scotty Blaze.
Yeah. As jokes go, here we go. As jokes go, this one was really crappy. You might even say it bombed.
We're talking about my show.
Yes.
Yeah, you notice I looked straight at you.
I did.
A New Orleans man accused of threatening to blow up a local restaurant last Tuesday told police it's all a big misunderstanding as he was referring to a bowel movement. According to an arrest warrant obtained by NOLA.com, 30-year-old Arthur Posey walked into Willie's Chicken Shack and asked an employee what time the restaurant closed. When the employee told Posey she didn't know, he allegedly replied, and I quote, y'all about to close right now. I'm going to get a bomb and blow this place.
Okay. Now I know why he got arrested.
Yeah,
I can see the context of it now.
Restaurant employees told police that Posey was very angry during the discussion. He later told police he was referring to the restroom and wasn't making any real threats. The employee said he never mentioned the bathroom when he made his alleged threat. So I guess if you're going to say you're about to blow this place up, you better be a little more specific.
How about this? All right. This not only happened once, but it happened to me twice. Okay. How many guys can say this? And it's not something to be proud of. But when I was a cable tech, I was on my way to a house and I had to use the bathroom, number 2. So I decided I need to stop before I go to this house and go. So I stopped at McDonald's. Okay.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
I you got to stop where you got to stop.
Well, sometimes.
So I stop. And I'm going, and then the fire alarm starts going off. And you hear sirens everywhere, and I'm sitting there going, no, there's no way. Yeah. And this woman literally opens the door, and she's like, sir, you got to go. It's on fire. The building's on fire. They had a kitchen fire. It was on Far Hills there.
Oh,
at the
okay.
old
I thought you set the alarm on. No. Because you blew that place up.
I might. And I sat there, and I had to make the decision right there. Like... do I finish this or do I get out and go as is? And I was like, you know what? If I go up in flames, I'm going to have to finish. Like, there's no, so I did.
Yeah, you don't want to be uncomfortable if you're going, yeah.
And as I walked out, I had to pass all the firemen as they were staring at me with this disgust, like it probably all hit them in the face. And the sad part is that's not the last time that happened. About 2 weeks ago at work, I decided, hey, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I went in. And the fire alarms start going off. And I'm like, if this is a drill, I'm going to kill somebody for not telling me. And sure enough, it wasn't. The fire alarms were going off, and somebody burst in the door and go, hey, we got to move, whoever you are in there. And they waited for my response. I'm like, they're going to know my voice. I have a stupid voice that everybody knows. And I was like, yeah. I should I'll be right out. I should have done like the Adam Sandler, like, I'll be right out. I got to finish the duty. Okay.
There you go.
So then I had to walk out again. Past it, and it's both Kettering. They're probably like, that guy again? What is it with him? A whole diarrhea face.
You're getting a reputation not as a Kettering Fire Department.
Yeah, not one I want either. Terrible.
That's fantastic.
Only me.
Pumpkin
stop eating the glaucoma guacamole.
Yeah. No more glaucoma for you.
Lay off the pumpkin spice.
Yes. I was going to say about what that guy did. I mean, I think it's better he did that than call the airport because they have no tolerance for bomb threats or anyone saying the word bomb. It reminds me of Meet the Parents.
There he is.
Oh, he's great.
Is he your next guest?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have came. That stupid bear shirt.
Here,
look at him.
Watch
your mouth. Stupid bear shirt wearing pride. I hate him.
The
Bears. Oh, man. I was going to say, it reminds me of Meet the Parents when that guy, Ben Stiller, he'd be like, he said bomb, and then they threw him off the airplane. Then he was like, bomb, 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 because he was upset he couldn't say the word bomb. So I think that guy, he should be thankful he didn't call an airport and do that. He'd probably be serving 10 years. So, airports, they don't take kindly to that at all.
No, they're a little touchy when it comes to dropping a bomb in their bathroom.
Yeah.
Which also brings us to why Dan quit doing his first show and had to start a new one. Bomb, bomb, bomb in the airport.
Isn't that a Queen song? Bomb, bomb, bomb in the airport. Bomb. Oh, no, wait. No. That's Ice Ice Baby. That's which was originally Under Pressure by Queen. So,
Let's see how you got back there. Good job.
Yeah. Queen. Luxury hotel in the Maldives. I don't even like that one. We'll move on. If I can't pronounce it, I'm not reading it. And Atlanta?
Dang it, Don.
Just kidding. An Atlanta woman is under fire for griping on Instagram that posts featuring her son didn't get as many likes as those with other members of her family. Did we mention she did this on his birthday?
Oh,
lifestyle blogger Katie Bauer has since archived the post featuring her 6-year-old son, Weston Bauer. Why? But it's... Well, we're in with Ransom Carr, so never mind. But it's...
I don't...
Fantastic name. It's really cool. But it survives thanks to the magic of screenshots. She begins the post like any loving parent would, praising her son's, quote, unique personality and sweethearted nature, because that's how you get likes on Facebook or Instagram. Then she gets blunt. Guys, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Instagram never liked my munchkin, and it killed me inside. His photos never got as many likes, never got comments. From a statistical point of view, he wasn't as popular as everyone out there. With everyone out there. Bauer speculates that his photos, quote, just never hit the algorithm right, and that he was the baby for only a short time before other siblings came along. Thanks, Mom.
So she blamed the algorithm, not the fact that her kid might be ugly.
Right, exactly. Yes, I think that's it's just an ugly kid. Because you have those from
we
time
all
to
see
time,
them,
yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Instagram is, I mean, it's not shy about pointing them out.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not.
Exactly. So yeah.
You can post an ugly kid on there, but you can't post a topless woman on there.
Why not?
Why not?
Doesn't sound fair to me.
That's the rules of Instagram. I can't explain why, but that's the way they do it.
Yeah. We need to start a new site, Instabreast. They were just so as many topless women
that might
as
be
you
the
want.
Smartest thing you've ever said.
Instagram.
Just stick around, Rance.
Don, you're not the owner of a new company. Not only do you have Wally's, but now you have Instabreast.
Absolutely. That's yeah.
Should be the name of your show for today, Instabreast.
Good call. We are, Instabreast.com. Somebody's going to Google it and be really surprised. Robots may not have gained sentience yet, but it looks as if they're thinking about it. Lexus releases a 60-second commercial Monday that is being touted as the first written by artificial intelligence. It was scripted by IBM's famous Watson and directed by Oscar-winning director Kevin McDonald. According to IBM, Watson took common characteristics of award-winning commercials from the last 15 years and was primed with data that showed when viewers most connected with an ad. It then formed a basic script and outline. Watson didn't turn in a fully formed script, of course. His human overlords took the AI system's vision and created a commercial ready for human consumption. The fact that artificial intelligence gave a fellow machine sentience, placed because what the ad was a weird thing that apparently I don't even remember now. It was something where he. Because it was a Lexus commercial, so he gave the car intelligence.
Oh,
okay.
So one artificial intelligence giving Lexus automobile artificial intelligence. So yes, it made the Lexus a sentient being.
Thank you for reading that story, Don.
You're welcome. I didn't know what the hell it meant, but
fantastic.
Here we are. Yeah.
And we all feel great for knowing it now.
Okay, thanks.
Alexis sounds cute. I've heard Alexis speak before. Alexis, play my favorite song. So, yeah, she's got a good story. But yeah, nice story, Don.
Yeah, if I looked her up on Greg's
Alexa
list.
is very jealous of Alexis. Yeah.
Or is it Greg's list? It's one or the other.
Hey, there,
some chips and
that
glaucoma.
should honestly, that may have to challenge your name there. Old Greg's list.
Yeah, old Greg's list. Oh, Greg!
Oh, Greg! I like old Greg.
I miss old Greg. The Mighty Boosh. That was a fantastically stupid show, but it was great.
Oh, Greg.
I'm not fishing. Why is this hook in my head, fool? We got time for one more, and then we just have to run out of here. New Jersey man accused of DUI tried to put the blame on the real culprits, the New York Jets. Christopher Grayshock, 57, of West Milford, was charged Sunday afternoon after he rear-ended another vehicle, injuring at least one woman in the process. Officers from the Wayne Police Department said Grayshock was staggering and swaying, unable to walk straight, in danger of falling onto the highway. They also noticed a heavy odor of alcohol on his breath and stains of liquid on his clothes. Grayshock allegedly admitted he rear-ended the car and that was stopped in traffic in front of him. That's when authorities performed a field sobriety test on Grayshock. During the test, he allegedly told police, "I drank too much because the Jets suck." That is a legitimate excuse.
Yeah, I can't believe
when you get pulled over on the way home.
Yeah. Eagles suck.
Yep, you're wearing the shirt. You're good.
Yeah.
That is a legitimate
I just wondered if this guy
right
was
there.
a Browns fan, he would smoke heroin because they're that bad. Because Jets fans, they're drinking beer. Browns, there's no way you can get through that without having some drugs in your system.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that's probably true. So I feel for the guy.
At least he's not a Browns fan.
He could be. Yeah, it could be way worse, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, speaking of heroin, oh wow, we're gonna have to go ahead and take a break. Ranson, you could probably persuade me to allow you to stick around. You are good company.
I appreciate it, but I actually have to go.
Oh, thank God.
I have kids waiting on me.
I was just being polite.
I know. I could tell. You were winking at me as you said, you can stay.
If you want to.
Don't do it. I already have to put up with you this weekend.
Good.
Don't do it.
No, it's great having you. One more time, Cry for Help show. When is it? What is it? How
Friday
much
night,
do you love it?
Saturday night, 3 shows all together. So 1 Friday, 2 Saturday. Have some really great comics. I started to say earlier, Amy Dolph's back. We got Jeremy Johnson, who's won multiple contests there. Dale will be back. Only one leg, though, so don't get your hopes up.
So most
for
of
both.
Dale will be back.
Most of Dale will be there. We have Luke Capasso, who is hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
Rob Wilfong, Mike Wells, Nick Taylor. I really hope I'm not forgetting anybody else, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So, and of course, I will be there. So.
Right, of course.
Bring in
solid lineup, a solid lineup. And
I'll set up
Carr.
without all the laughs, and then everybody else will get the laughs. So it'll be perfect.
Well, yeah, you sacrifice like
Absolutely.
that just to help everybody else out, and that's it's good of you.
Don,
you're a good man.
Love
You're
doing
a
your
good
show
man.
for real. Always fun. Appreciate you having me. It was a good time. Diesel, good seeing you again.
Good seeing you, buddy.
You're a blast. You're a lot of fun to be around. PP man. Much
PPP,
fun.
triple P.
PPP,
Yeah.
ICP, IPPP, whatever.
There you go, close.
Nice hanging again. I shouldn't have said that. All right.
I see what you did.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. We'll be back here shortly.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep, we'll be back here shortly with a little Scotty Mays. See you in a bit.
A little.
Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com.
I thought this chair felt a little wet.